feet with this one, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Now, this video, I know the title of the video. You might see the title. You might say, oh, he finna bash Devin Haney. No, I'm not. This is just a video I just made recently about Tim Tszyu and Kambosos Jr. You know, I was very surprised to see that Devin Haney only sold, what, 60,000 pay-per-view buys. We all know that from a lot of talking in the sport of boxing that Devin Haney, you know, is not a big ticket seller. You know, even though him and Kambosos Jr. did do 1.3 million on ESPN, but that's free TV. I mean, of course, everybody gonna tune in. But even though it's free TV, you still have to look at it as though a lot of people tune in to see that fight, but they just didn't pay for it. You know, I think it probably would have been more numbers if it wasn't free on ESPN, or which is confusing. I don't understand. Which one is it? Was it on ESPN or was it a pay-per-view buy? You know what I'm saying? And was it a pay-per-view buy or was it ESPN? But anyway, this is not a bash Devin Haney video. It's for me to, you know, talk about certain things in the sport of boxing and the reason why a lot of people feel that Devin Haney can't sell tickets. Devin Haney, for one, is a younger fighter. He's not really known like that. I mean, he's more known now since he's the undisputed champion of the world at lightweight. And we're going to see, hopefully, in the future that them numbers go up. Right now, I think that people have, you know, bashed his name so much, and from some of his fighting style is why he's not selling that much and selling tickets. You know, he has the style of a boring fighter style. You know, some say like Floyd Mayweather, you know, hit and not get hit, which is the sport of boxing. You know, you're not supposed to go out there and take punishment, which is the smartest thing that he does. Devin Haney has a tight defense, great boxer, great pedigree, skill set. Devin Haney has it all as a fighter, but unfortunately in the sport of boxing, people want to see blood, gore, and punches and knockouts. And that's why Devin Haney is not selling the number that he should be selling like that. You know, so a lot of people gonna criticize, you know, I done seen Rolly Romero, and I always laugh at Rolly. You know, Rolly say, you know, why do they call? I got 17, you do 16.
Okay, but you just paid me since you listening.
No, that was early.
Okay.
Yeah. Haney's actually making his name household oriented. Yeah, Haney coming up in levels in the sport of boxing. Yeah, Haney is moving up in the sport of boxing, especially by becoming undisputed. You know, I'm seeing him do more interviews. You know, more people are looking forward to talking to Devin Haney, getting interviews from him. Devin Haney is a special fighter, but I'm just explaining to people that you won't really see a lot of people be glad to see Devin Haney fight because he's a superior fighter. He just on another level. You know, his job is to go out there and win by any means necessary, not to go out there. I mean, it's to excite the fans, but don't put yourself in a situation where I'm going to be damaged or hurt or possibly get knocked out trying to show the fans, oh, I'm an exciting fighter. I think eventually in the future, Devin Haney will get the Mayweather effect, but it's only one fight that I think that will give Devin Haney the Mayweather effect that will bring notoriety towards him. Another thing that Devin Haney, I feel, needs to do is create a persona. But I see him creating a persona close to Floyd Mayweather. You know, like I seen him with the Kambosos pictures before the fight. He was wearing, he wore a watch with his gloves on with the tape around and his jewelry. You know, the Mayweather green print, you know, is old, is obsolete. You know, a new fighter needs to come up with a new game plan, a new ego, a new way of expressing themselves to make the crowd hate them. You know, that's how Mayweather sold. Mayweather sold because he made people hate him. He made people want to see him lose. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney, you know, he don't really talk that much. You know, he trying to do the Mayweather thing, but it ain't. It's old news. It's old fashioned. You know, we seen the Charlos try to do it. We seen Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner came kind of close to copycatting Floyd and getting up there, but y'all seen how that happened. But I like Devin Haney, but the fight that I think that will boost him up to that status, and he has to become more mouthy, more trash talker, more confident. You know, like one thing that really brought him out in the sport of boxing was at one point when he said he would never lose to a white boy. all of a sudden Devin Haney name got out there. See, it needs to be more quotes and things like that coming out his mouth to make the public wonder and bring hate towards him, because hate sells. You see what I'm saying? Floyd didn't become the biggest draw in boxing by being a nice guy. Floyd flashed money. Floyd became arrogant. Floyd became the character Money Mayweather. So that's what I'm thinking that Devin Haney needs to do. He can change it up. He can even be a persona of somebody who just think he too much. Like he think he better than Mayweather. He got more money than all the other fighters. Nobody's on his level. But you have to have that skill set behind it, and he has the skill set. I think one thing that may mess it up, and I hate to say this because, like I said, this is not a bash Devin Haney video. I think the one thing that will mess it up is him running into Shakur Stevenson. I think if he's running to Shakur Stevenson, and that may catapult him. If Shakur doesn't beat him, which I think Shakur has a good chance of beating him, that'll catapult him into superstar. What's up? Let me see what y'all saying. Modern King Boxing, what's up? ESPN subscription, $6.99, easy work. But that's what I was saying. I didn't know, because they keep saying pay-per-view numbers, and then they said it was free. So how's it pay-per-view? Byron Perkins, what's up? Modern King Boxing. Haney's actually making his name household oriented. ESPN, $7. He legitimately was on ESPN Worldwide. Yes, he was on there worldwide, but why would they put pay-per-view numbers of 600,000 in? What's up with the pay-per-view? Agreed, these boxers talk slick, and Devin Haney will respond and try to back it up. As long as Devin doesn't overdo it, he won't lose the crucial fan base. I think he needs to overdo it. I think he needs to overdo it because there's a thin line between love and hate. Like, that's what draw people went to Floyd Mayweather fights, even celebrities, rappers, anybody in entertainment, fans of boxing. They went to those fights simply because they wanted to see Floyd Mayweather lose. Some went to win, but a lot of people wanted to see Floyd Mayweather lose. That's what sold those tickets. Devin Haney, it's sad. He just coming in an era where it's been seen before. He coming in an era where it's been seen before. I'm not saying he trying to be like Mayweather. I just see him trying to take little pieces of the green print that Floyd Mayweather put out there to put into himself to make himself marketable, which is nothing wrong with that. But he don't have the love and hate relationship with the public that Floyd Mayweather had. Right now he just setting his mark, shall I say. In my opinion, I think Devin Haney just setting his mark. Some people may say he already said it, he farther than where he at, but he is the king of 135 at this point. And it was a situation like Andre Ward couldn't sell tickets. A lot of people, if y'all ever notice, whenever the discussion is talked about pay-per-view numbers and ticket selling, Andre Ward never says anything, because Andre Ward couldn't sell tickets himself. The only time Andre Ward would really sell tickets is in Oakland, from what I understand, Oakland, California. Other than that, he wouldn't really sell tickets either. I don't know why it's like that. I know one thing, these pay-per-view numbers need to quit being blamed on people, what they call streaming and stealing it. A lot of people ain't streaming. A lot of people don't have access to stream. A lot of these sites are shut down now. I think that's nothing more than an excuse on why a fighter isn't selling the way that they want to. We all know we try to stream fights. We try to go and find fights as much as we can. And then when we get on that site that used to work, they no longer work. So I don't know why they are still using the excuse of, people are streaming fights like that. People are not streaming fights like that anymore. But since they have stopped it, we shall see what it do in the future with the pay-per-view numbers. I think that's really just an excuse. And, it's just an excuse. Because fighters was doing millions, 2 million views, pay-per-view buys. Now 200 and 300,000 is the best thing since sliced bread. That don't make sense to me. I keep telling the new people that, these are boxing superstars, not household names. Floyd Mayweather's a household name. Mike Tyson, a household name. Manny Pacquiao, a household name. Evander Holyfield, a household name. You see what I'm saying? These are fighters who your grandmother know their name. Your sister know their name. She don't even watch boxing. You see what I'm saying? Your little nephew know their name. Household names, not boxing superstars. And That's another reason that you can put it that Devin Haney is not selling them any more fighters. They're not household names. They're boxing superstars, which means that people who tune in and watch the sport of boxing know them. You know, the regular person who watches NBA basketball and who don't really care about boxing, they're not known by them. You know, so that's why the numbers have dropped, you know, and a household name sell more. And to prove that, just look at Floyd Mayweather and Jake Paul, or Logan Paul, whichever one it was. Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. They came back in today's era and sold 1 million pay-per-views. 1 million. With guys who we talk about every day on a daily basis only doing 200,000 and 300,000. And I don't really know nobody, but they say Canelo did over 800,000. You know, but that's the highest so-called number that I done heard in years. Since the Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, in that era like that. Tyson Fury era, you know. Well, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, I still don't know their pay-per-view numbers, but it should have been good with them too. But Devin has a great skill set though, and that's the problem. A lot of people don't want to see skillful boxing in the ring. People want to go in there and see knockouts. You know, a lot of people say Devin Haney is feather-fisted, this, that, and the other. At the end of the day, whether he's feather-fisted or not, you know what I'm saying, he's still an elite fighter. Floyd Mayweather was feather-fisted. And look where he went with those feather fists. So I'm just wondering. Really, I want somebody to come on so I can discuss this with people, because you know, once you talk about Devin Haney, a lot of people feel like you hating on Devin Haney. I'm not hating on him. This is just the title of the video. I'm wondering myself, why is it that a skillful fighter as he is cannot sell tickets? You know what I'm saying? What is it about him that he cannot sell tickets? But I see him trying his best, but I don't like the route that he's going with it. I don't like the route that he's going with it at all. But I don't know. You know, he's with the Zone. You know, the Zone. Well, that's what. Let me bring that up. I just thought about that. Let me bring that up. The Zone to me is not a good promotional company. The Zone does not promote all their fighters. Their best two fighters. The only person they promote really is Anthony Joshua. And then when they had Canelo Alvarez, they started promoting Canelo Alvarez. But due to the fact that Canelo, you know what I'm saying, left for a minute, they went back to Anthony Joshua. You barely find out about any of their fights. There's no advertisement from the Zone unless you got the app. That's bad for Devin Haney as well. I think being with Top Rank, which they're going to sell the fight because Kambosos Jr., you'll see better promotion now. But if he goes back to the Zone, Eddie Hearn and them don't advertise fights. You find out about a fight 3 days later. You know, there are several times I've been looking to see a Demetrius Andrade fight, and then I turn on Fight Hype, I see the highlights. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, why isn't the Zone promoted in the fights? Why don't they? They don't promote. They don't promote. So that's another reason that Devin Haney probably ain't selling the numbers that he's selling. You know, go to the Breakfast Club. Go to, you know, it's ways to make a fighter well known. You gotta, now that's the blue-green print of Floyd Mayweather. You can lose. You don't have to have his persona. Put yourself out there. If you're a manager or you your own manager, go to talk shows. You know what I'm saying? Try to appear on TV shows a lot. Put yourself in the spotlight with rappers around, which I hate to say that because I don't like to see that, but do what Tank do, or a lot of these other fighters do. Put yourself in position to be noticed, to be talked about. You see what I'm saying? You know, something I was saying the other day, you know, when a dog howls at the moon, the only time that dog is going to get light on him if that moon looks down on him. So, you know, Devin Haney has to come out of character and become another type of guy, in my opinion, to get to that plateau that I think he's going to. Let me see. ESPN is $7. He legitimately was on ESPN worldwide. Well, ESPN need to cut that pay-per-view talk out then, because how can they say you on pay-per-view when, you know what I'm saying, it was on, I guess they saying pay-per-view as in probably like the Zone or something, because I know Devin Haney worked through the Zone. Or they saying that people went and bought the app? Because that wouldn't make sense to pay, you know. I don't know. I guess that's what happened when you mess with the zone. But kind of make me think now, you know what I'm saying, second about Terrence Crawford. I always say that it'll be good for Terrence Crawford to go over to the zone, but after I see the way that they do most fighters, no, it wouldn't be good for him to go over there. They don't advertise, they don't promote that good. They pick one or two fighters. Basically, the zone is like Mayweather Promotions. They just got two tanks. They just like Mayweather Promotion. They just have two tanks. And their two tanks are Anthony Joshua, and when Canelo comes, Canelo back now, I think. And so Canelo, that's their two tanks. Other than that, the zone really don't care about nobody else. Ed Hearn ain't interested in nobody else. I seen Demetrius Andrade and Canelo arguing at his post-press conference. He's the promoter of Demetrius Andrade, and he tells Demetrius Andrade, this is not the time. As soon as Eddie Hearn would have got off that stage with Canelo, I said, release me. I don't even want to be up under your umbrella no more. Release me. What the hell do you mean this is not the time when the public is watching him at his post-fight conference and I'm challenging him? You are my promoter. How the hell do you tell me this is not the time? You being biased. Release me from my contract. Release me. That's what I would have told him. But like I said, it's not a bash Devin Haney video. It's just wondering, like, which I think I probably said some good points on why, the skill set that he has is not what people think boxing is supposed to be. People want you to go out there and slug fest and rock 'em, sock 'em, robot, and that is not what boxing is about. That's not what boxing is about. And I think that's the problem with him selling out the arenas and the tickets and stuff like that, and then a bad promotion of the zone. And we'll just have to see what's up in the future. But I think in the future, Devin Haney will get that spotlight he deserves. I think that he will become that superstar in boxing and a household name as well. It's just that he has to put the eyes on him in order for that to happen. Like I keep saying, the Floyd Mayweather green print, as he say, is no longer here. It's old-fashioned. You know what I'm saying? He did it. He became a big superstar in boxing in the world because of that. And also go do, like I said with Devin Haney, go do shows and stuff. Talk shows. Go on any talk show you can, especially talk show with women. Because see, once women see him, like I always heard Tupac say this, he told Biggie this, don't make music for the men, make music for the women. The women buy. You see what I'm saying? Go on them women shows. Ask get whoever promotes you, whoever your manager, and try to get you to go on shows like Floyd Mayweather went on Dancing with the Stars. I seen him at one point on a talk show with Chili. You know what I'm saying? Like they were supposed to have been trying to date or stuff like that. There's ways to put yourself out there. You just have to have somebody to tell you not tell you. You should invent it yourself or have a manager. A good manager will have you on talk shows and everything. And that's how you become that superstar. That's how you sell tickets. And that's how you become that hated boxer, along with that persona that he brings. But it shouldn't be the old Mayweather persona, shall I say. Y'all with me? Y'all talk to me. Let me know how y'all feel in y'all opinion. Why is it that y'all feel that? Why is it that y'all see that Devin is not selling tickets in the sport of boxing? What y'all think the problem is? Because I don't understand it, to be honest with you. And y'all know I'm not a Devin Haney fan. A lot of people say, no, I'm not going to say I'm not a Devin Haney fan. I'm not one of those people who believe that Devin Haney is the next Floyd Mayweather Jr. Okay, Devin Haney is a special fighter, elite, superior skill set, all that. But I think Shakur Stevenson is that fighter that's going to take that next level. Shakur Stevenson is already starting out beating elite champions, good champions, Jamel Herring, Valdez. You know what I'm saying? He coming up in the world, and he's going after major big fights because Shakur Stevenson's confidence is nobody can beat him. And I learned that from when he first said he went and sparred Bud. He said when he was first met Bud and he was talking shit to Bud and saying, Bud, I'm gonna beat you, this, that, and the other. He said after Bud beat me up, he said it really messed with me psychologically because it showed me that I wasn't the man. No, I wasn't that guy. I wasn't all that I thought I was. I thought nobody could ever do me like that. He said so it messed him up psychologically. So I think Shakur and Devin will have to meet. Shakur and Devin Haney have to meet. They on a collision course because they are the two best skill-set fighters in boxing right now. I know some people gonna get on and say, "Oh, Lomachenko, this, that." Lomachenko ain't skill-set today. I mean, Lomachenko has a skill set, but Lomachenko's style is not the. I don't know how to say it, but Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson have the best skill set in boxing, in my opinion. I don't see nobody really too much being able to beat them dudes. I could see one of them beating each other, and that's what I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see, like Floyd Mayweather just came out and said himself. That would be a great fight. That's a fight that will really sell tickets. That'll be a pay-per-view fight. Shakur Stevenson and, Devin Haney. And then, Devin Haney could decide to stay at top rank. That could boost him in the stardom if he was to beat Shakur Stevenson. That's the fight. See, people thinking that it's just a Mayweather persona that sells. No, you have to actually go out there and beat people too. You have to go out there and beat top of the line competition. That's how you get the Mayweather persona, and the attitude, and the confidence and the arrogance. That's how you come up. Neither one of them will beat Tank. Man, that boy, they will beat the hell out of Tank. Devin Haney already made him get out the ring. He don't want no smoke with Shakur. He keep talking about some 130. People mad because he went down and fought Leo Santa Cruz at 130. So go and fight Shakur at 130. Why is it a problem when it's time to go fight Shakur at 130? If Tank is so raw and so bad as people believe, and I'm not dissing Tank, why won't he challenge himself? Tank is still going over there playing with Mayweather Promotions, a company that he said ain't doing nothing for him but being negative towards him, jealous towards him. Power don't win every fight. You've been watching boxing just as long as me, probably, that boy. Power don't win. You know how many fighters? Valdez had Power. Linares had Power versus Devin Haney. Power don't win fights. Floyd beat up a lot of fighters that had power. It's the skill set. It's what you got up here thinking. Can you think inside the ring? Can you adapt? Are you smart? Power, what Roger Mayweather used to say, power is like a missile that don't land. Power is like shooting a missile that hits nothing. How you doing? So, we all know that. It takes more than a one punch. It takes more than just power to win a fight. Y'all know that. You have to be a all-around fighter, and Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson and Tank are all-around fighters. But I don't see Tank beating Shakur or Devin Haney at all. I don't even see Tank beating Ryan Garcia. See, people say stuff about that, or what about when you say stuff about Tank, but why ain't Tank fighting nobody then? Right now, we sitting here worried of whether or not Tank is finna go and fight Isaac Cruz again or Rolly Romero again. Really? We sitting up here, we gotta wonder right now if this boy is finna go back and fight Isaac Cruz or Rolly Romero rematch. And y'all saying that Tank can just beat everybody. Where's the confidence? This was the same fighter that said he was pushed into a championship fight. This is the same fighter that said he was pushed into a championship fight. Seems to me it's like a lack of confidence. If he stays with Mayweather Promotions, then he want to keep a bulletproof vest on. He don't want no shots coming towards him. He don't want no smoke coming towards him. If he stays with Mayweather Promotions, he doesn't want any smoke. And he gonna use Floyd Mayweather and them as an excuse on why he's not fighting the Devin Haney's, the Teofimo Lopez's, the Ryan Garcias, hell, the Javier Fortunas, anybody. He ain't even fought a black fighter yet. Yeah. Duck Tevin Farmer, duck Vasil Lomachenko, and y'all love screaming Tank name. I mean, who's on his resume? Pedraza, Leo Santa Cruz. I mean, that means something. Leo Santa Cruz, Pedraza. And an old Gamboa, a 40-year-old Gamboa coming off a knockout from Devin Haney. I mean, a stoppage or a loss to Devin Haney. 3 divisional champion, and look at the 3 names I just named. Tank ain't doing nothing. All right, I don't know why you come off Tank with that. Cause bro, the boxers don't run nothing. It's the promoter that runs everything. That's why Bud versus Spence fight hasn't happened yet. Bush, man, that's BS, man. That's BS. A fighter does have say so. You see how fast and easy it is to make them easy fights? They make easy fights fast, but when it's time to fight a fighter that's on a level that can actually go 50-50 with them in the ring, oh, we got to negotiate. Oh, we got to do this. We got to do purse bids. We got to talk to people. Oh, man, get out of here. That's one fighter sitting up here talking about don't really know if they're going to win or lose. And they want to come out on top with money, and they want to make sure they're getting paid good for a butt whooping. That's all that is. Because when you fight nobodies, the date is set. The date is set before we even know who they fight. The date is set before we even know who they fight. I don't know why y'all sit up here and think these guys ain't got no decision on their own life. If Floyd Mayweather coming out with a promotional contract to Tank, and he look at it, and he can easily say as a man, because Floyd don't own him because of no contract, I don't want to fight them. Find me somebody else. I don't want to fight them. Find me another opponent. I want somebody better than them. Give me some competition. They have a right to do that. A contract don't mean you are my slave, Tank. Every fight I pick for you, that's BS. That's bullshit. See, that's that I just fight who they put in front of me talk. No, you fight who they tell you, and then you agree to it. When all you have to do is say, I don't want that. That ain't what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. To look at this, prime example, Shakur Stevenson. He going out to killers. He ain't saying nothing about no side across the street. He ain't made no excuses. You got smoke on you, Rob? You got smoke on you? Everything straight down there? Yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs. Go smoke. Friday, about to get ready time for lunch.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna go down here for a minute.
You good up there?
Yeah, I'm straight. Ain't really nothing going on up here. Tank didn't want to fight Riley, but Floyd made him fight Riley. Floyd can't make him fight nobody. He agreed to every other thing. He agreed. Oh, he too. That's far as it's gonna go too. As long as I'm, come on, bro. That's crazy, that boy, for you to say a man don't run nothing in his own decisions. But that's in the Bible, though. You don't supposed to sign no contracts, even job, like in job. But that don't mean they own them. You know, but these the fights that's what's being needed to make them superstars. And the only one who really stepping up and doing it is Shakur. That's why I say he the next Floyd, because he doing what Floyd did. He being champion.
He beating champions. And I ain't talking about mediocre. Oscar Valdez was not mediocre. Jamel Herring wasn't mediocre. Now, I can't really say nothing about the other fight because that was a vacant belt he fought for. But this man went and took 2 belts from two kings in the ring. Who, the Tank ain't fought a bishop. That man went and took belts from kings. Tank ain't fought a bishop. Devin Haney went and took a belt from a king, from an emperor. Devin Haney went and took a belt from an emperor. Huh? Tank ain't on nothing. Tank don't want nothing. Tank don't want to do nothing. Oh, also, I always have to tell y'all this. Please show your boy Easy some love. Subscribe to the channel. Donate to the channel. Everything is in the description. Cash App, PayPal is available. Y'all know Easy Work Poe. I ain't got no problem telling you about it either. You know what I'm saying? Show your boy some love. World Combat Sports, I love you, bro. This man saved my life yesterday, y'all. I thank y'all. Y'all check out World Combat Sports, man. MMA talk and boxing talk. Real deal, new media talk. He keep it a buck just like me, man. We ain't on no bias talk. We gonna tell it like it is. Check out World Combat Sports. Go subscribe right now. Now. Man, I truly appreciate you, bro. I truly appreciate you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know why they keep pushing that fighters don't have an opinion of who they're gonna fight. They are not slaves. Okay? Mayweather ain't standing over Tank with a whip telling him, no, you can't fight Devin Haney. No, he's not doing that. Tank he's able to decide. He's a grown man. Like I said, coming up with the contract, who is that? I don't want that fight. Find me somebody else. I want tougher competition. I want better opposition. That's all he have to say. Tank keep telling y'all that because people don't sit up and believe everything people just say. I fight who they put in front of me. Well, get them to put somebody else in front of you then. How about that? No, I'm not against PBC fighters, but I see that a lot of y'all are advocates and accommodate the PBC's BS. I see that. I don't know how that even came. How did PBC have his own fan base? I see people like you just asked me, you don't like PBC fighters? What type of question is that to ask as a boxing fan? So that let me know you have already chose a group that you like. You already chose a clique, and you chose the PBC boxers. I like all boxers. I don't care if they with PBC, LDBC, TLC. I don't care who they with. Lord, I don't care who they with. But you know, World Combat, everybody on the channel, y'all seen the topic of the video. The topic of the video is, why isn't Devin Haney selling? And it ain't to bash Devin Haney. Shout out to Devin Haney, the king at 135. Why is his number so low? You know, because Devin Haney is an elite fighter. But you know, from the people bashing his name, you got people like Riley Romero going around and saying, Riley Romero said, do you know why they call Devin Haney the Dream? And the guy was like, why do they call him the Dream, Riley? He said, because you go to sleep at all his fights. But you know, skill set is not exciting. You know, that's what people got to understand. Skill set ain't exciting. When you see a fighter not going out there getting hit, it's exciting for him. It's exciting for the fans that really know the sport. Hold on, I can't see. My phone got a crack in it right where your message at. You say he has the belts now, so maybe it's a start point. Yeah, that's what I was saying. This is a starting point for him. And this is what I was saying also as World Combat Sports. Maybe this is just my opinion. I see him kind of using the Mayweather green print. I think he need to take it to another level. He need to make the fans hate him. People will literally pay to see Devin Haney. He need to make them hate him and love him. You know what I'm saying? But don't, walk around in suits. Every time we see you in a suit if you ain't in the gym, have a different persona. Like a $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. You know what I'm saying? From wrestling, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Change your name to the $1 Million Man or something. The $1 Million Man, Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Every time you see Devin Haney in a fly suit, cufflinks on, talking about money and how boxers ain't on his level, and you know what I'm saying? Bring that swag with it. But not the Floyd Mayweather swag. That's always old-fashioned, it's obsolete. Go to another level. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion of it. Because they all black fighters, and I want to see all black fighters get rich, get their money. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney ain't selling because he's boring like Floyd. Floyd was with Top Rank. But if he goes to Showtime, he'll get promoted better. Hell no. When you seen a promotion for Showtime? Well, hold up, y'all. I can't really say that because honestly, I do not watch TV at all. I can't say I don't be on ESPN and see a clip. I don't be on regular TV and see a boxing clip come out about an upcoming fight. So I really can't say that. Let me say that first. I don't watch TV, period. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Devin Haney is not entertaining to people who don't know nothing about boxing. That's the way I figure. Devin Haney is not entertaining to people who don't know nothing about boxing because the boy beautiful in the ring. The boy beautiful in the ring. He everything all fighters should be. Him and Shakur, they beautiful. Showtime have top boxers, but do they promote? Do they promote? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now that he beat Kambosos, he got to keep the stock going. He can't go back down and fight, you know what I'm saying, no nobodies and all that, you got to keep going. Like Floyd did. Once he got up there with them names, he kept it going. De La Hoyas, Ricky Haddons. You see what I'm saying? You got to keep going after them champions, beating champions. Now, Ryan Garcia going to be a tough fight. Ryan Garcia, I thank you for mentioning that because I didn't even mention that. Ryan Garcia and Haney going to have a good fight. I can't wait to see that fight too. Now there's somebody who y'all got to worry about. Ryan Garcia versus versus Haney, because Ryan Garcia got power. Ryan Garcia got power, but like I say, power don't mean nothing. Yeah, Showtime have top boxing. PBC is Showtime. PBC is Showtime. But they don't promote for real. PBC is Showtime. But Devin Haney, though, they're going to rob Devin Haney. Now, I do agree with you on that. That chin is suspect of Devin Haney. But you have to hit that chin. You have to hit it. And it can be hit. We just seen them get hit. Just look how he did Kambosos. Kambosos wasn't hitting nothing. You see what I'm saying? Kambosos wasn't hitting nothing. You got to land the punch, baby. You got to land the punch. In due time, though, his time coming, though. Haney time coming. But I think if he go at Shakur Stevenson next, or he go after a big name, like a Teofimo, and he continue on with them big names, about 5-4 more fights, Devin will be the king. But see, Shakur already started on his legacy as the king by beating Herring and beating Valdez. All he needs is 2 more names, 2 more big names. The game, and after the Spence fight, if they should retire or Terrence Crawford move up to 154, well, as long as Terrence, then he gonna be number 1. But the throne will be that next fighter who goes and defeat a lot of champions. The next guy who has the seat, he will have to beat a lot of champions. I mean, like Canelo. Once your name begins to get mentioned a lot, people gonna either love or hate you. Once your name get mentioned or not, people are gonna either love or hate you. Haney, unless he got some good lawyers, because Bob Arum was a lawyer, Haney gonna be right back in Australia making that fight. Y'all, you really think they set that fight up to be in Australia and they finna let Devin Haney walk away? And they set that fight up in Australia twice? You think they finna let Devin Haney walk away with them belts like that? Devin Haney money ain't longer, nor is Devin Haney smarter by him being a lawyer than Bob Arum. One way or another, Devin gonna have to fight Kambosos. He agreed to it. You know what you was just saying about them contracts? He put his name on it. He got to fight Kambosos. He has to fight Kambosos. Haney needs to move up to welterweight. Nah, he'll get knocked out. He'll get knocked out. No welterweight for Haney, not right now. No. No. He go to welterweight right now, the first thing they gonna send him up against is boots. Yeah, nah, he don't need to jump to no 147 at all. He need to go to 140, go try to reign supreme at 140. And right now at 147, he'll get dropped. He will get knocked out at 147. It's too many killers up there. Sean Porter beat Devin Haney. Who's going to put the money up for the fight in Australia? I don't know. Somebody gonna put it up, because the plan is for them to be Lomachenko belts. So somebody gonna put it up. They set this whole thing up for Lomachenko. The whole Devin Haney setup was for Lomachenko to be undisputed. They are going to rob Devin Haney. Devin Haney, I hope he knock out Kambosos. Because if it's close, they gonna rob Devin Haney. Watch what I tell you. They are going to rob. I mean, I may be wrong at times. That's why I get on here and I say, it's my opinion. My opinion. And in my opinion, he gonna get his ass robbed. But in the future, like I said, we'll see Devin Haney catapult, but he has to keep fighting those champions. He has to keep going after those big names. That's just the way I see it. Somebody gonna put that fight up for us. Kambosos may be trash. He better be garbage truck juice that next fight. Cause he come in anywhere close to looking good, they gonna rob Devin. I'm telling y'all. But hey, y'all, it's time for me to get off, man. It's time for me to go in here. I thank y'all for y'all time, y'all love, and y'all support. If y'all please go subscribe to the channel. Please hit the like button if you are a member of this channel. Go to the description. You know what time it is. What's up with your young Swish? I'm finna head off, man. I thank you for tuning in, though. Like I said, y'all, see y'all later on. This your boy Easy. I'm out.